Alrighty. Hi there. Happy Sunday. Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist T.J. Springer here in the Storm Center for a little breakfast chat, a little weather update, and bring your questions. We're live on Fox Local. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. If you are watching on Fox Local, you can totally grab your cell phone, your tablet, your computer. So if you want to ask a question, you certainly can. I'm going to talk a little bit about the rest of our weekend forecast. We're also going to talk a little bit about what's in store throughout the work week ahead and a little update on the tropics as well, and also some of the trending stories we had this morning, trying to think of some of the top ones off my noggin here. If you were watching Good Day Orlando this morning, thank you. We had a shortened show from 7 to 9 because of programming on Fox 35, but it was myself and David. It was really fun to anchor with him. He'll be back tomorrow morning. I love getting to spend as much time as I can with David Martin. We never get to see each other. We're always, he's always out in the field. I'm here or vice versa, but usually he's out doing all the amazing things that he does each and every morning on Good Day Orlando. It's a quiet start to the day, which is good. I'm going to hop on. Just bear with me here. I'm going to make sure we are live on all of our accounts. Is looking like we are. I see YouTube. I see 18 of you watching. Wonderful. That is great. And it looks like I'm seeing a good handful of you watching on Facebook as well. I'm actually going to share this on my Facebook account, Meteorologist T.J. Springer. You can always follow me for more updates over there, but I'm just going to share this. Try to get as many eyes on it as we can. That's why we're doing this. I see 19 of you watching. Wonderful. Well, thank you. And again, if you haven't hopped on one of these before, we do them throughout the week as well. Myself, Brooks, Laurel, Noah, Jess, when we can. But I know in the evenings, Laurel and Noah will do them on Thursdays and Fridays. Well, hi, Rita. Thanks for hopping on for the first time. Yeah, we do these every Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 on the dot. So share it, get the word out. Again, we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on Fox Local, which is, if you don't know either, that is Fox 35's streaming platform. All right, let me share this on my Facebook page. And if there's any questions that you may have off the top of your heads, throw them in. Anything weather related, crossing your mind, tropics related, and we're going to get to that here in a moment as well. And if you are watching on Fox Local, we have to take a couple of breaks in this half hour, so we're going to take a break around 10:40 for 2 minutes and another one at 10:50. So you can always stay with us on YouTube and on Facebook to avoid those breaks, so to speak. But I always say watch us on both. You can watch us on your TV on Fox Local, then you can have us on your phone or tablet, and you can submit questions that way. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Good morning to you in Lakeland. How's it going? Harry, what's up in Titusville? Giselle, oh my goodness, thank you for watching all the way in Brazil. That is spectacular. Thank you so, so much. Well, let's jump right into it since it's already 10:36. You can see it's beautiful here weather-wise. That's our camera over downtown Orlando, peering off to Lake Eola. It looks like there might be a, if you don't know, a little fun thing to do on Lake Eola. There are swan boats, swan pedal boats out there, paddle boats, paddle boats. I'm not sure the right terminology. I think it might be pedal boats, but you can rent those on Lake Eola. It'd be a nice morning to do so. It's already heating up out there, though. Oh my goodness, beautiful view out at the port. That's our Launch Credit Union camera. You can see a few cruise ships. You can see the Disney cruise liner behind there. I think that might be the MSC cruise, and then the Carnival cruise liner. Hopefully heading out for a great trip, and then on the tourism side, once again, a live look over I-Drive. We can see Icon Park, and we can see a little view of the Universal Orlando skyline off in the distance. But either way, all these sky cams the point is sunshine this morning. It looks a little nicer than how it feels out there. High pressure in control. We can see some showers and thunderstorms offshore, off the Carolina coast, the Georgia coast. We are getting more of an onshore flow today, so the sea breeze going to drive our shower and storm threat later on this afternoon. But not a ton of coverage, hit or miss in nature. That's going to be the story. May have a rogue stronger storm, just like yesterday. We did have a couple of stronger to even severe storms that brought a lot of lightning, some heavy rain, some hail, some gusty wind. So if you have outdoor plans, be sure you're keeping your eyes to the sky. Now, something new, this is what you often see Brooks do. We're now taking it to the weekends. We have a ton of weather spotters, and we always appreciate your reports. So we've gotten a few this morning. We have one from Stephen Montgomery, and now this is a little old, granted, which I might start doing, requesting highs and lows. I guess highs more for Laurel in the evening, but for me, lows in the morning. I wasn't really thinking. These were current temperatures about an hour ago, so the numbers are certainly a little skewed, but nonetheless, we appreciate your reports. Yeah, temperatures have certainly warmed up from the 70s that we had this morning. Right now, we're already in the low to mid 80s, even upper 80s for those of you in Bithlow. Tyler, here, you're asking about the bow tie. I took it off. I have it. Just not on. Good question. The staple, the bow tie staple. Alrighty. It's going to quickly warm up. That is the theme of today. That is the theme of summer in Florida, right? It is July, almost mid-July, which is hard to believe. So with that, the heat and humidity combo, it's quickly going to feel rough this afternoon. So if you have plans to get out and maybe hit the theme parks up, maybe you're getting out to Animal Kingdom, bring the huge jug of water in the backpack, wear the light-colored clothing, pack the ponchos too, just to be safe because of the shower and storm threat likely getting going for the afternoon. We'll show you our Fox weather model here in a moment, but back to the heat. That's a huge story. Pausing for a second, it is about 10:39. It looks like 10:39 right now. So if you're watching us on Fox Local, you're going to get your little 2-minute break, and we'll be back with you at 10:42. Stay with us on YouTube and on Facebook. Bring your questions. If you're watching on Fox Local, you can pull us up right now on Meteorologist T.J. Springer, which is my Facebook page, or Fox 35's Facebook page, or YouTube page. Heat in the seas in the triple digits, back in the mid to even upper 100s. Titusville showing that, St. Cloud showing that. So this is why we're saying you need to think proactively with your outdoor plans today. Try to take breaks in the air conditioning. Try not to overexert yourself. This is still shy of heat advisory criteria, but it's going to be pretty brutal out there, and that's the case tomorrow. You can see we're just shy of the heat advisory criteria. Now, we do get a little relief. It's crazy to say relief being 100 degrees, but for us, it's a little relief because of the more tropical moisture, more clouds, more rain around this week. That'll bring the heat indices down just a little bit as we head through the first half of next week. Jonathan, I know you're asking about big storms this afternoon for Eustis. Giselle, you're asking about storms in Orlando. Francis, first timer, love to see it. Thanks for joining me. I so appreciate it. Alrighty, well here, after we get through the highs and lows, we'll go through our Futurecast. I see 16 of you watching on YouTube and 22 of you on Facebook. So thank you all for hopping on and saying hello on a Saturday morning. Mid-90s today, a little better near the beach, a little bit better, which we will take. The beach going to be a great place to be today. Any of those showers and thunderstorms should fade away tonight, and we'll be back down into the mid to upper 70s. So it is just going to be a sweltering July summer day here in Central Florida. Rain chances around 50% or so across the metro. Chances not going to be super high, but they're going to increase little by little as we head through our Sunday and our Monday. We are keeping tabs on a disturbance that is going to be moving our way from the northwest, kind of working around this ridge. So that's what's going to bring our higher rain chances tomorrow, and we'll see that here on our Fox weather model. Welcome back on Fox Local after that little 2-minute break. Hopefully you're sticking with us. If you're just joining us, we're going to talk a little bit about our hour-by-hour outlook here on our Futurecast with our Fox weather model. Each and every day, at least this week, it's been more of the sea breeze that has been bringing our storm threat up, and that's going to be the story today. So you can kind of see heading through time. And Jonathan, pay attention here. I know you were asking about Eustace. Not all of us are going to see rain today, but if you get in on the downpour, it could be kind of nasty for a little time. And you'll see that there's the wind meeting, likely kind of around the I-4 corridor. The wind not being all that strong today. When the wind's a little lighter, that sea breeze can make its way a little farther inland, and you can see those showers and thunderstorms more across the center part of the state, or the heart of the state, versus, pinned near the coast, whether it be the Gulf Coast or the East Coast. Any showers and thunderstorms continue to fade away through late evening into the wee hours of our Sunday. We're likely dry to start with a few clouds tomorrow. And then same story, we are seeing that chance for showers and thunderstorms going up with this disturbance kind of working around that ridge, dropping into central Florida and bringing more widespread showers and thunderstorms, kind of a nasty complex of heavy rain and thunder, some gusty wind. So tomorrow is certainly going to be a day where if you have plans outdoors in the evening, the afternoon, whether it be the beach, a family gathering, a picnic, a theme park day, water park day, just want to be watching the radar and keeping your eyes to the sky. Now, there is going to be another disturbance that brings some rain our way as we head through early next week. And it's looking like there's going to be a disturbance in the Western Atlantic, kind of hugging the East Coast. It looks to come around the ridge and move into the Gulf. Now, as it does, that's where the Gulf warmth has gotten into the mid-80s. So that could allow for some development because of how warm the water is. Now, this is per the Climate Prediction Center and not the NHC or the National Hurricane Center. There's no outlook from the National Hurricane Center, but this is still something we're going to monitor. The Storm Center, or the Storm Team, is going to be watching it closely in the Storm Center, I should say, over the next few days. Low chance of development, but either way, it's looking like we're going to have more tropical moisture overhead as we head through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Hey, Richard, how are you? Hey, Peters. Okay, I'm going to pull up all these comments because I see a few more have popped in, so thank you. Archer, Florida. Sanford. Yeah, I mean, today it's because of the sea breeze, and I can pull back up our Fox weather model here in a minute once we get through the tropics. It's looking like it's just going to be hit or miss. Not all of us will be seeing rain at one time, but rain chances around 50% nonetheless. Now, I don't think anything would get named out of this. We've learned to never say never, but just because the National Hurricane Center hasn't outlooked this yet, right now over the next 7 days, that there's nothing expected in the Atlantic or the Gulf per them, but we're going to be watching closely either way. The next name on the list is Dexter, after having 3 tropical storms, Andrea, Barry, and Chantal. Well, let me throw up the 7-day here. It is 10:46. If you're just hopping on, hello. Doing a little breakfast chat. Talking about the weather here this weekend and beyond. And also, I've tried to do that, talking about some of our trending stories that we had during Good Day Orlando this morning. And I'm trying to think, we didn't really have anything trending, at least on. We always look to our producer Jackie. Producer Jackie always brings in our fun stories that we'll often talk about on the show. But we did have some theme park news, and we can talk a little bit about that here as we head to the last 10 minutes or so of our breakfast chat. Hello, Noah. Storm Team Meteorologist Noah Bergman is watching us, watching our little breakfast chat. Hopefully you got some sleep last night after all the late shows. But you can see the rain chances. They are up high as we head through, especially Monday and Tuesday. But Sunday, still not going to be a washout. That kind of kicks off our more unsettled trend, our wetter trend. But it's really that disturbance that rounds this ridge and actually moves west across Florida into the Gulf that looks to bring our rain chances up as we head through the first half of next week. And because we're going to be on the eastern side of that area of low pressure that starts to form, we're going to have that tropical moisture getting pumped up into the sunshine states. That's why we're going to be a little more unsettled. That should move away, and then we get into a more classic summertime pattern like we had through most of this past week, Thursday and Friday. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? Glad you're hopping on from DeLand. We love DeLand. We just tried Chica's the other week, and that was our first time. Oh my goodness, it was delicious. And we also found out that DeLand had a little market every Friday. I did not know that was a thing. So if you got out to that last night, hopefully you had a great time. And if anybody has any questions, please throw them in on Facebook or YouTube. I know we're going to take a little break here on Fox Local in just a couple of minutes, so if you're watching us there. Violet Confusion, good morning from our family. We love you. My kids, you and Penny, watch you all the time. Wow, that is wonderful, Violet. Thank you so much for the kind words. That is spectacular. Well, I'm sending all the love through the camera to you and your family. Please, if they're watching right now, tell them I say hello. Hi, Gio. Hi, Penny. Elizabeth, hi to you in Titusville. Robert, hello to you and Sebastian. Thanks for watching. I so appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be hanging out for another 10 minutes or so. And just a little inside scoop, we have a lot of fun things coming down the pike in the future here for our little Fox 35 Weather Extra, our little breakfast chats here on weekend mornings. We're likely going to be expanding these. And that's going to be something that you can hopefully look forward to in the near future. Could be maybe expanding to an hour and a half, just to put that in your ear, and likely more of a bit more of a production too. If you've ever watched Garrett, our digital anchor, Garrett Weimer during the week doing all of his shows, whether it be Fox 35 Plus at 4 or his Florida Live at 2 or at 11, his Fox 35 Weather Extra. That's just him and one of our producers, and he's kind of doing what we do now, kind of switching through things, talking about a bunch of different topics. And, of course, the weather is involved as well. So I think it's going to have that kind of feel to it. So that is something that we're looking forward to as well when that launches sometime in the near future. So if you're just hopping on, I know a few of you said you haven't seen this before. We want to keep it growing, keep the viewership growing as well. So get the word out, share it on your Facebook, and expect more in the future. That is for sure. Well, in terms of some of the theme park news, we were talking about that this morning. And one of the big stories is tomorrow, if you've never been to Disney World, you've never ridden or maybe heard of the ride Test Track. I think a lot of people have, being that if you live here in Florida or you're a pass holder, you can ride Test Track as a pass holder starting tomorrow. So it's reopening for everybody on July 22nd. But as we head through this next week, if you are a Walt Disney World annual pass holder, you're going to be able to get a little early sneak peek of Test Track. It's being coined Test Track 2. Test Track 3.0 after the Test Track 2.0 closed last year. So it's really exciting. I've heard great things from it, being that this is a nod to maybe more classic Epcot. There have been a lot of people talking about some music that has come back, kind of a little blast from the past. So that's something exciting coming in the theme parks. Another thing that is coming in the theme parks, and they've just announced this, and I'm sure, let's see, I'm going to pull it up. Because it's Christmas in July, because there is now, less than half a year till Christmas, I feel like you have to talk now not so scary Halloween party, but namely Disney just dropped the holiday talks. Jollywood Nights being one of those. If you've never done this, this is their after hours event, and it's going to be running from November 8th to December 22nd. We talked a little bit about that this morning on Good Day Orlando. We also talked about the Very Merry Christmas Party and the International Festival of the Holidays. Well, you know what? I'm just going to pull that up because that's kind of the overarching look. Holidays start on November 14th. They run through the 31st. So that's super exciting. If you love the holidays and you want to take part, they're going to be here before you know it. We talked about this morning. If you've never done this, over at Hollywood Studios, they project a beautiful show on the Hollywood Tower Hotel, and they call it Sunset Seasons Greetings. Animal Kingdom has some really fun activities you can do, and then all the special events like Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Disney's Jollywood Nights. Last year, myself and my partner, we did Very Merry Christmas Party and we did Jollywood Nights, and we thought they were a blast. We loved the theming. We loved the special treats and sips that you were able to get on or take part in when these festivals and events were happening. So those were some of the theme park tidbits that we had this morning during Good Day Orlando. We also talked a little bit about SeaWorld and their Penguin Trek ride celebrating its first year anniversary, because David was anchoring this morning. David actually got to ride that and take a little preview earlier on last year when it opened. So that was super exciting. We talked a little bit about that on the air as well. We also have a local event today, if you did not realize, and I can actually pull up that forecast. Over in Cocoa Beach, it is their air show, and that actually starts in just a few minutes. That starts at 11 o'clock. So if you're getting out to that, definitely want to keep your eyes to the sky. Definitely want to monitor the afternoon, because I do think there are going to be at least the potential for a few showers and thunderstorms, or there is going to be the potential for a few showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the 80s, it'll feel worse when you factor in the humidity. Dew points in the 70s, mid to upper 70s. It's going to feel gross out there. And hopefully no big issues for the Cocoa Beach Air Show. Again, that's at Lori Wilson Park. Starts at 11, runs through the afternoon. Sounds like it's going to be really cool. I've actually never been, but we had a little story on that this morning on Good Day Orlando as well. All right, well, I'm not seeing any other comments right now. Paul, hello to you in Afghanistan. That is amazing. Thank you for watching all the way in Afghanistan. That's spectacular. Well, we're going to hang out for a few more minutes. I'm going to throw back up our 7-day forecast. And again, if anybody has any weather questions, whether it be a forecast for this weekend or tropical related, anything related, anything on the top of your mind. We want this to be as lax as we can. Just hanging out, chatting, whether it's about the weather or fun things like theme parks or any other trending things. Oh, well, here, you know what? If you don't follow me on TikTok, you can do so. I actually didn't mean to change my name, but right now it is T.J. Springer, or T.J. Springer, I believe. But yesterday, I finally got to try the snack wrap, the McDonald's snack wrap. I posted about that earlier on in the week. That was kind of a trending little thing that happened this week. Back at McDonald's, if you've never had the snack wrap and you'd never heard of them maybe, they are back. Apparently, McDonald's has been nuts. At least the one that I went to over in Sanford. I was talking to one of their associates in the drive-thru yesterday, and she said that it was packed on the day that it unveiled. And I did make a TikTok. I actually really liked it. Thought it was good. If you were a lover of the snack wrap, you know back in the day they actually had like grilled ones and crispy ones. Sadly, the grilled ones are not back. I did see that on my that post I made on Facebook. A few of you mentioned that. Some of you are like, I hate McDonald's, not going to eat it. I don't like McDonald's. I get that. You know, fast food. Some people like other fast food restaurants more than others. Some people don't like fast food at all. Some people don't eat fast food, but it was just a fun little story because it was it was something that had went away for a long time. And I used to get a little grilled snack wrap and a little side salad all the time. If I was on the go, that was my lunch. Elizabeth asking about rain in Titusville. Great question. Shelly, hello. There is no outlook from the National Hurricane Center for anything tropical right now, but there is an outlook from the Climate Prediction Center between July 16th and July 22nd. So this area is going to be one that we're watching. There is going to be a disturbance upstairs in the atmosphere that works around this ridge and might be able to become a closed low, when we say closed low, it's essentially just a more organized area of low pressure, because a lot of times if you have a little wave upstairs in the atmosphere, it might be just enough to bring some hit or miss showers and thunderstorms if the atmospheric conditions are right. But this area of low pressure, as it moves actually around the ridge to the west into the Gulf, because it's moving over the really warm Gulf water, it may be able to organize. So not a huge issue right now, but Shelly, we're going to keep watching that. And Elizabeth, let me pull up our Futurecast here, our Fox weather model, real quickly. And I know we're hopping off Fox Local right now. Bye to you on Fox Local. We'll hang out with you a little longer here on YouTube and Facebook. I'm sorry I lost track of time there. When we're on Fox Local, we go from 10:30 to 11. We're a little more strict in our end times. Hope I didn't get cut off there, but I may have. So if you're watching this after the fact, or maybe you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube as well as Fox Local, sorry for getting cut off there. But we'll hang out here with you a little bit longer on YouTube and Facebook. Elizabeth, I know you're asking about the rain in Titusville. Let me run through this real fast. Okay, so through the remainder of the morning, we're looking dry. But through the early afternoon, we start to see showers and thunderstorms starting to spark up with the help of the daytime-driven instability. We have a lot of moisture in the air. It's going to be hot today, so that just fuels the instability. And you can see as we head through the afternoon, hit or miss showers and thunderstorms, the name of the game through dinner time. If you have any plans to maybe hit up a rooftop, hit up a back deck, a patio, maybe a nice dinner outdoors somewhere downtown or on the beach, just want to watch. But a lot of the showers and thunderstorms today, because of the sea breeze interaction farther inland, the beaches don't look to be as wet as our inland neighborhoods today. Even our inland neighborhoods the chances aren't super high, right around 50% or so. But these should start to fade away as we lose that heating late this evening into the wee hours of our Sunday. I hope that helps. Elizabeth. I hope that kind of answers your question in Titusville. Oh, I love that you're on the west coast of Florida, Shelly. That's great. Yeah, we mowed the grass this week, so thankfully we do not need to do that. We checked that off. Checked off laundry, checked off a lot of the house chores. Alrighty, well, thank you for hopping on. I so appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow at 10:30 on the dot for another breakfast chat. And you can join me on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Fox Local. And just one more plug. I feel like we're always talking Fox Local. If you have not downloaded Fox Local, it is our streaming app. You can get everything from our little live updates here to our newscast to all of our streaming programs like Orlando Parks VIP. Anything you can possibly imagine, it's on Fox Local. So be sure to download that. You can watch us there, and you can also watch us on YouTube and Facebook and answer questions or ask questions, and I'll answer those questions. Shelly, I love that. I'm sorry. I won't be of any help there. But hopefully you can get your lawn mowed this weekend. Alrighty, well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. To all of you watching, thank you, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, or Fox Local. We will see you tomorrow morning. Watch Laurel tonight. You can get the latest weather-wise from her this evening on Fox 35 News at 5 and 10. And then we'll be back on Good Day Orlando at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. And stay